today, if this is day one for you, make sure, take a progress picture. We gotta know where we're starting out. These small goals, a lot of people go to the gym and get discouraged. They don't really see the progress they're making. Take a picture now. I'm gonna do it today as well. Take a picture now so in a month you can look back. Make sure you're recording your weights in your logbook so you can look back and say, hey, I am improving. It's these small little goals you feel good about, and then pretty soon you have that physique you want. All right, second exercise, rope pushdowns. Again, that's more of a compound movement, even though it's not really a compound movement. A compound movement uses two joints, like the bench press, uses your elbow and your shoulder. Even though that was a one joint exercise, for all purposes, for triceps, that's about as heavy and compound as we're gonna get. Next, we're gonna be doing rope extensions. Right over here, nice thing about this Idaho Athletic Club, everything is right together. You know, I'm not gonna be having to walk much. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of people here. I'm getting my free run of this place. Ideal for training. It is the middle of the afternoon. So we're just going with the rope on here. And again, we don't need any warm-up sets, but again, the main thing, I'm gonna be splitting my feet with a staggered stance, being upright, back straight. As I come down, I'm gonna be turning out my wrist. And what that turning out of the wrist does, is puts that little extra effort, that little emphasis. You can really just standing here doing that movement, you can really feel where that head comes into play. Triceps is a two-headed muscle, so right here we're really working not the back head so much as that last little movement is working this. Give you a nice little horseshoe, that lateral head. Again, 8 to 10 reps on everything this week. Really concentrating on strength, getting back, getting a base in the gym. Getting big too, let's get swole. Swoldier. Right now, I feel pretty disgusting. I know a lot of you guys like that scubby word. I feel scubby, but I know through hard work, dedication, I know in my mind what I can look like and what I will look like, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me. 14 weeks, I'm gonna step onto that stage with one of the best physiques on the planet. And genetics are a funny thing, you know, everyone has different body parts. My triceps, whenever I work them out, they just get full. Like my attachments, you'll notice people's different attachments. My triceps have a long attachment, which is good, but my medial head, this lateral head here, has never been great. So I really want to concentrate on exercises like this and movements like really turning that wrist out that are going to concentrate on bringing out my weak points. One thing you can always do in between sets, get a good stretch. When I flex my biceps, it's stretching my triceps. So you see bodybuilders doing this. You know, you don't have to, but it's something I always like doing just to get the blood back into the muscle. But also what you'll notice, you know, even I'll never go so heavy with weight where I'm using anything but my triceps. Like I said, like I will always say on everything, it's not about the weight, it's about the muscle. So if you lose feeling in the muscle, if you lose that mind-muscle connection, start over. You're not getting anything out of it. So it should always be nice and smooth and controlled. At the end, or maybe on your last set, never, you know, I might go 80% of perfect form. It's just a little bit to get it there. But I'm never, you know, using my shoulders and my chest to get the weight down. As you can see on that one, if I had a partner here, might have been able to just help me out with that last 1/3 of the movement. Again, on this, triceps right next to your sides, coming down and out, you know. It might feel a little bit weird at first. Lighten up the weight till you get that, till you get in your groove. Keep those triceps right there. And if you start losing that feel in your muscles, drop the weight. No harm in that. But also, you know, you should be feeling a pretty good pump by now, especially if you're going all out on these. If you're not getting a pump, you know, you want to start looking at your nutrition, your sodium content, your water content. Water and sodium are crucial for a muscle pump, crucial for muscle contraction in the gym. Also, you might be wanting to see if you're getting enough sleep. You know, failure of getting a pump is usually caused by one of those 4 things, or a lack of intensity. So water, food, sleep, sodium, lack of intensity. Last set on here, I might finish up with a little partial reps, just to extend it a little bit. Doing those partial reps at the end, obviously it wasn't full range of motion, but it's just to extend the sets a little bit, force that extra little burn in your triceps. Anyhow, we're done with rope extensions. We're gonna finish off with a little bit of dips. I always fill up my gallon of jug, yes, I look like a meathead walking around with my jug of water. You don't have to have necessarily a jug, but make sure you're drinking throughout sets. So if you didn't bring water, you're a minute rest, go over and get a drink. But water is crucial in getting those nutrients to your cells. You know, if you've taken a pre-workout or you have some branched chain amino acids, you know, sip on that. And it's just, water is crucial for getting those minerals and things like sodium to your muscles. All right, lastly, we're gonna finish off with dips. I'm just gonna be using this piece of machinery here. If you guys have one at your gym, if you're not strong enough to do body weight dips yet, there's a lot of them that are plate loaded, and you can stick the pin in, and it has something it's assisted dip. I can do enough to where I can use my body weight. I'm actually gonna, this chain, you're able to add like 45-pound plates. So I'm gonna do my first set of body weight. I don't really know how strong I am in these right now. So I'm gonna do my first set, see where I'm at, and then probably add a little bit of weight on these. Again, 10 to 12 reps on all of these. And on dips here, on these, you can do dips for chest, and you can do dips for triceps. Triceps, we wanna make sure we're getting a full extension, and you don't have to drop it down past parallel. So once your elbow reaches 90 degrees there, come back up to full extension. Also, body placement, I'm gonna be more straight up and down. If I was doing these for chest, I'd be a little bit more hunched over. 3 sets on these. So my first one's just gonna be body weight. As you can see, I did a little bit more than 10 there just because it was way too light. So this time around, I'm gonna use this chain, which weighs probably about 20 pounds. And I'm gonna get a 45-pound plate as well to strap around. Again, we're not taking much rest time in between this stuff. We're getting the cardiovascular, you know, we're getting that heart rate up as well. So you might notice you're not as strong as you usually are, because if you're resting 2 or 3 minutes, you're gonna be able to recover a little bit faster. I mean, you should be able to recover pretty close to fully by this 1 minute, but if you're not, don't sweat it. You'll get better at it. I'm gonna face this way this time too. I just felt like the hand placement was a little weird, so I'm gonna face inside. Second set. I still got 10, so I'm gonna probably add another 25 pounds just because I really want to fail at about 8 reps here. You know what? Forget it. We're gonna add another 45. We're going soldier mode. I'm feeling good right now. Maybe it's because I've had some time off to rest. You know, if you're taking your it's stuck. I don't know how I did this. Steve is getting his ass kicked right now by the 45 pounds. That's what's up. That's what's up. Show that 45 pound who's boss. Yes, I just did tough talk a dumbbell in the gym. I feel like a real douchebag right now. That's for all you bodybuilders out there who don't think the physique guys can stack up to you guys. Sets on there, 2 that were weighted. That last one kicked my butt. Just to finish it off though, some close grip bench press or some close grip push-ups. I can't think right now because I have no oxygen in my brain. Just to burn it out. I got nothing left now in my triceps. It's gonna take 2 minutes, kind of get the blood back to where it should be. I'll start with biceps. All right. Now we got biceps up right now. I got a good pump in the triceps. Working muscles like this in opposite fashion really just forces a ton of blood in there. As you know, as we get further and closer into contest prep, I'll start supersetting things like chest and back, and you just get a crazy pump. But this is such a great beginner's workout right now. So we're pretty much hitting one major group you know, arms, and then we're gonna be hitting a minor group as well. I do that pretty much 5 days a week. I am doing barbell curls in the squat rack right now. Nothing you can do about it either. The gym's pretty quiet, and there's squat racks all over the place. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments. Steve, why are you doing curls in the squat rack? Sue me, or come and work out with me. And if you got a problem with it, I'll say this: if you outwork me, then we'll do things your way, okay? But like I said, we're just doing 4 warm-up sets, like we did for triceps. Just gonna get the elbows warmed up. I do a little bit wider, just slightly wider than shoulder width apart, keeping my elbows down to the sides, and it's all about the contraction at the top. Always full range of motion. A minute rest in between everything. If this was at the Mecca, nah, I'd still be doing squats, or I'd still be doing curls in the squat racks, even at the Mecca. When Charles Glass tells you to do something, even if it is curls in the squat rack, you do it. You don't ask questions, you just do it. I'm gonna stay here for one more warm-up set, and then we'll go up a little bit. And make sure to re-rack your weights in the gym. Like I said when we were grocery shopping, if you're a meathead, go out of your way to do nice things. If you look like some jerk in the gym, make sure you do things that you're like, oh, he's not what I thought. You know, stereotype or not, people think if you have big muscles, you have no brain, and you're not very sensitive. We're sensitive big guys. Just re-rack your weights, okay? That's good for warm-up sets there. 3 sets on biceps because the arms are already a little bit pumped up from triceps. So we're gonna get into our 8 to 10 working sets. We're gonna do 4 working sets on here. The one thing I always have a problem with is I tend to scrunch up as the weight gets heavier. Relax those shoulders. Think about just having kind of like a sprinter, having a relaxed face, and just everything should be in the biceps contraction. That hurt. My biceps telling me, you punk, you haven't been in the gym in a month. It was needed. I keep telling myself that. If you don't give your body time to rest, when you rest, your body's recuperating. And after the show and the magazine shoots, mentally, physically, I was spent. So it's all right. So hurt. It hurts so bad. I can't even talk. I'm so mad I want to punch a baby right now. I'm just kidding. Hide your babies. And make sure when you come down, you know, it's not just the concentric. That eccentric, you're still working those muscle fibers. So control the weight on the way down. You don't want to blow out a tendon. Not spot anything once doing bench press. Only time this has ever happened. And we were doing heavyweight 405, and all of a sudden he just went pale white. Yelled, take it, take it, take it. And this pec insertion is just totally ripped it right here. Had to get it surgically reattached. I've never seen someone in as much pain. He was just sitting there sweating. Ended up going to the hospital, but never want to have that happen. So make sure you warm up and you're doing weight that you can control. Price you pay for slacking and eating like crap, you know. You pay now or you pay later. One thing that you can do, let's say you are wanting to get more of a circuit training, conditioning circuit out of this. We're only taking a minute between each set. Let's say maybe you didn't want to do much arms. You're a girl out there, you know, you think your arms are too muscular. Or you're a guy out there that is worrying about aesthetics. My arms probably too big right now for the rest of my body. Let's say you want to make it more of a metabolic type training. In between each set, you could just come over to a bench like this, do a set there, and then right here, just keeping that heart rate up, step ups. You know, it's more of a plyometric type training. It's gonna send that heart rate through the roof. And because you're working legs, you can go back and work arms without fatiguing the muscle. Last set, best set. I always like to wait for that good song, or that good part in the song to kick off. We're gonna a little down with the sickness right now. He's about to drop it. I apologize now if I make some ridiculous faces as I'm lifting. I don't care about my face, just care about getting that weight up. I was noticing myself in the mirror, I'm like, you ugly. All right, on to our next bicep exercise. For biceps, our second exercise we're gonna do is incline dumbbell curls. Now if you want, you can just do standing, alternating dumbbell curls as well. I really like how this stretches out your bicep at the bottom. Full extension and full contraction on here. And just that angle kind of hit your bicep at a different peak here or at a different point. The standing barbell curl was more of a mass builder for biceps. This one's still gonna be building, but also we're gonna be shaping, because at the top, we're really gonna be concentrating on turning out that pinky at the top. And my pinky is gonna be higher than my thumb. And what that does is really help create definition and really build, just really sculpt in detail the bicep. You know, we're gonna be building it as well, whereas this was all about mass. We're really concentrating on hand placement here and just switching up your hand placement on things. Reverse grips could be more brachialis. Just switching things up, you're gonna be able to target your biceps in different areas. After this, we're gonna do some concentrated curls, which are gonna be mostly for the bicep peak. And that one's really gonna be all about concentrating on the squeeze at the top of the motion. But for here, we're really gonna be getting full range of motion, turning that pinky out at the top. 8 to 10 reps, like on everything this week. I'm gonna start off with 25s. Again, you can't stress it enough. When you come down, you gotta do it under control. If you're just throwing around weights, what's the purpose of even being in here? So make sure that you're always feeling the muscle. It's that time under tension. The contraction and the extension. Time under tension is how long of a period your muscles are firing underneath the weight. There we're about at a 2 second, maybe a little bit shorter than that, but make sure you get a good stretch. This is kind of a combination of the barbell and more of an isolation movement for the arms, but definitely get a good burn. Also, if you like, sometimes I do them alternating. Today, we're just gonna go 2 at a time. Second set of 3, I'm gonna go up in 5 pounds. And at the top of that movement, you want to squeeze and almost flex. You're up as high as you can, and then flex your biceps underneath that weight. If you do that for 8 reps, I'll tell you what, it might start out easy, but by that 7th or 8th rep, if you're really flexing and giving everything you can at the top, it's just crazy burn. It hurts so good. And for me, one way to test if I'm getting a good arm workout is if I can touch my shoulders. Obviously right now I can't. Might be because I'm a little scubby too. I'm just kidding. Got a lot of blood flowing in there right now. You know it's a good pump when that happens. We're gonna do 2 sets, just 2 sets of concentration curls, 2 sets and then a drop set. So it's gonna be 3 total sets. But like I said, this one's gonna be a little bit lighter. Still 8 to 10 reps, but a little bit slower, just concentrating on that movement, really the squeezing, putting out the little details. So you have fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. Some body parts are made up, this is like a science lesson, but some body parts are made up of more dominantly of one part or one type of muscle fiber. But doing explosive exercises, things like your legs, they have both in there. The fast twitch muscle fibers tend to be a little bigger. You're gonna train them a little bit more ballistically. You're gonna build them that way. The slow twitch, tinier fibers really work well for bringing out the little tiny detail in things. And since I'm a mesomorph, remember we talked about ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. I'm a mesomorph. I put on muscle fairly easy. For me, I really have to concentrate on sculpting it, making sure weak points come out. You know, I put on mass fairly easy, but I have to make sure it's quality. Quality over quantity the whole time. You know, in the weight room, it's all about building the perfect symmetry. You know, symmetry should never take a back seat to size. If, you know, one body part is lagging, make sure you bring it up. Because the first goal, in my opinion, in bodybuilding and creating that ideal physique is gonna be quality. Symmetry, nice lines, proportions, you know, then you can start worrying about mass. Last exercise for biceps, really as a detail exercise. I'm gonna go a little bit closer. The closer the grip, more of the outside bicep, and this is gonna be working the peak. The more further out you get, the more inside of the bicep. But just, we're on a incline bench. I'm only using 30 pounds here because I'm at the end and just nice and squeezing it. A little bit more time under tension, slower reps. So our first bicep exercises, we just did the straight barbell curl, more of a mass. Second one was really working that lower part of the bicep, getting a good stretch, creating that length. Here we're really concentrating on the last 1/3 of the movement and just squeezing the hell out of it there at the top. I'm gonna go up a little bit. I just wanna introduce you guys to what a drop set is. A drop set is doing a set and then continuing past failure by picking up a lighter weight and continuing it with no rest. So this is gonna be on the last set of biceps. I really wanna finish it off with a great burn. Starting off with 40s, I'm gonna do as many as I can, close grip, go straight to 30s and just do as many as I can to finish it off. All right, oh, Swoldier Nation, biceps, triceps for the day. We introduced you guys what a superset was, kind of talk to you guys about why I'm doing these specific lifts. Yes, day one in the books. We're still gonna do some calves and some cardio today. But as far as the bulk of our weight training you're done with, make sure you're getting enough water. I'm gonna get a protein shake right after this before I do any cardio. But thanks for joining us. You know, this is what we're gonna be doing here. It's gonna be on you guys to motivate yourself every day and come in with me. 12 weeks, 12, 14 weeks is all we got before the show. So I got some work to do. Let's do it together. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna kick each other's ass. Girls, feel free to join weights. Bring your boyfriends with you. Boyfriends, bring your girlfriends with you. Do this together. You know, you can work out together and have a blast, but we're not only creating better bodies in here, you know, this should be all about balance and health. Mental, physical, spiritual, you name it, you know. This is one aspect of things. So, you know, if you can do these workouts, if you go through this trainer, it's only gonna build on those things outside of the gym.